Hello, coin collectors out there. Welcome back to the Big D Coins channel. Hopefully everyone is having a great day as always. In today's video, we are going to go through this complete mint set of Canadian coins from the year 1977. As you can see here, we've got 2 pennies at the top right here. All of these are in uncirculated condition. We got 2 pennies, a nickel, a dime, quarter, half dollar, and then this big coin right here, the $1 coin. All of these right here on the bottom right here are all made of nickel. The 2 pennies are made out of bronze. Unfortunately, none of these have any silver in them, but if they are in uncirculated condition like the coins you see here, they will be worth more than face value, and if you can accumulate them into a set, they'll be worth even more. Now, I don't have the original plastic that these came in. The set that I got had these individual plastic wraps in them, so that way the coins wouldn't rub against each other and prevent and create scratch marks on each other. So each individually wrapped, preventing bag marks on the coins, and so they have been kept in great condition. I'm going to start with the penny. We'll talk about the design features that you see on these coins, and we'll get into the value in uncirculated condition for all of these coins. So let's start off with the penny. The penny is actually the highest mintage coin in the entire series. In the year 1977, there are 453,050,666 of these coins that were made. These coins are going to be worth 57 cents in uncirculated condition. And what you're looking at on the left side is the front side of the coin. So this features a bust of Queen Elizabeth II at age 37 years of age. She is wearing the tiara, as you can see at the top, and she is facing the right. We've got some inscription going around the outside of the coin, which we'll see on a lot of the other coins that we look at, which translates to Elizabeth II, Queen by the grace of God. And on the reverse side of the coin, a very common image that you've likely seen before, it's a maple twig. It's surrounded with the face value and the inscription Canada. This again is going to be in Latin for these letters right here. The engraver's initials are right here on this reverse side of the coin, and the engraver is going to be George Kruger Gray. This is a bronze coin. It's part of the Canadian dollar, which started back, the dollar currency, which started back in 1858. Its value is 1 Canadian cent, which is about 3/4 of a United States cent. This same design and features were used from 1965 until 1979. It's got a weight of 3.24 grams, diameter 19.05 millimeters, and thickness of 1.65 millimeters. Now on to the next coin in the series, this one right here. We can see the same engraver's initials, KG, on the penny, KG on the nickel as well. So this is the 5-cent coin. It's made out of nickel, so the ones going forward will be made out of nickel compared to that bronze penny that we were looking at the very beginning. Now in 1977, there were 89,120,791 of these that were made. There are also a couple different varieties that are worth looking out for. Let me scroll down. Zoom in, and look down here at the bottom. So there's a variety that has a high 7 and a longer kind of bottom to it. There's a high 7 with a shorter bottom to it, and a low 7 with a longer bottom to it. Now the highest value one is going to be that high 7 with the lower bottom to it. So keep your eye out on that. If you want to look at images online for the 1977 varieties, that's probably easier than me kind of trying to explain what we're looking at as far as the different varieties that could exist out there. Now, as far as the reverse imagery that you see right here, it's a North American beaver above the country name, surrounded with a face value. It's flanked on both sides by the maple leaf. So we've got the maple leaf here, the face value on top. The engraver, who we mentioned, was George Kruger Gray. So we got the KG right here, the country name down here at the bottom, and the date 1977. Now this will have a smooth edge to it, as we see right here. The penny had the smooth edge as well. On the obverse side, that's the same image that we saw previously. It's a bust of Queen Elizabeth II at age 37, wearing a tiara facing the right. All right, now doubling in value, but going to a much smaller coin, we'll have the dime, the 1977 Canadian dime. Now this has got a great, it's uncirculated coin, so it's in great shape. Let me just rotate it for you, so you can really see the great definition and strike of this coin. It's got, great condition. You're not going to see something like this in circulation. Now, the engraver of this coin, the designer of the reverse side is Arnold Mansion, and the engraver is Manuel Otto Hahn. Now, in the year 1977, there are 128,452,206 of these that were made. In uncirculated condition, these will be worth around 55 cents United States dollars. When we flip it over to the front side, same imagery that we've seen kind of all throughout Queen Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, on the right side right here. So we've got the dime, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit to make way for a bigger coin. This coin right here is the 25-cent coin. Again, it's going to be made out of nickel. This unfortunately isn't silver. This metal composition and design was used from 1968 to 1978. 25 cents Canadian is about 19 cents United States dollars. Now, the engraver, we see the H right here on the back for the engraver. His last name is Hahn, Manuel Otto Hahn. So we see the H on the back side of the coin right there as his initial. And we saw the H on the reverse side right here as well on the dime. So we see on the reverse side, it's a caribou. It's accompanied with the face value in the surrounding with the inscription Canada. So we've got the caribou in the dead center right there. The inscription Canada, the wording Canada going around, the date it was made, and the face value up at the top. As far as the mintage for 1977, there were 99,634,555 of these coins that were made. Next year, the following 1978, there were actually a couple of varieties. There's the larger and smaller dated coins. So keep your eye out if you happen to have a 1978. Maybe you have a 77 and a 78, but those 78s are going to be worth a little bit more if you've got more of the rare variety to it. All right, doubling in value again, we go on to the 50-cent coin. Now, the 50-cent coin has much lower mintages than all the other ones. In 1977, there were only 708,839 thousand of these coins were made. So 709, let me say that again, 709,839 of these were made. There are going to be some that have different varieties based on the smaller bust, a 2mm planchet, and a round jewels in the crown. So some of these are going to have a 1.93mm planchet. Others will have a 2mm planchet. So if you've got that 2mm planchet, that's going to be worth $2.20 in uncirculated condition. If you've got the 1.93mm planchet, they'll be worth around $1.60. Now, this might be your first time seeing the half dollar coin, the 50-cent coin, because they're much lower mintage. But what you see on the reverse side is a royal coat of arms of Canada proclaimed by George V on November 21st, 1921, and updated in 1957. We see that royal coat of arms divides the date at the top right here, and the country name on the left, and the value on the right. So that's what we see. We see an inscription down here at the bottom, and that is going to be in Latin, that inscription. Flip it over to the front side, same imagery that we're used to seeing so far in the video, so I won't spend any additional time on that. All right, the biggest coin of the bunch, I'll give you a comparison. So there's the 1 cent coin right here. Behind it is the $1 coin. Now, this coin is going to be continued to be made out of nickel, just like all the other coins that we've looked at, except for the 1 cent coin at the very start of the video. But what you see on the reverse side of this one, it's a Voyager, in it a Aboriginal paddling a birch bark canoe by an inlet on which there are 2 wind-swept trees. So we see the trees in the back. These 2 things right here are trees. They're being swept by the wind. The vertical lines in the background represent the northern lights. It's surrounded with the date and the face value and the inscription Canada. So very cool. The engraver of this coin is going to be Manuel Otto Hahn again. And the designer is going to be Arnold Mansion. Now for the mintage of this coin, it's going to be low again. There were 1,393,745 of these that were made. There were also a couple different brilliant uncirculated sets that were made, as well as specimen sets. So those specimen sets in the brilliant uncirculated sets are going to be worth more money. Now this is a standard circulating coin, so it was made for general circulation. It wasn't made just for collectors. All right, let's kind of recap. We got a nice look at this $1 coin right here, the 50-cent coin with the royal coat of arms on the reverse. We got the 25-cent coin with the caribou, the 10-cent coin with the blue nose schooner on the reverse side, the 5-cent coin with the beaver, and the 2 pennies that we started the video with that have the maple twigs on the reverse side of the coin. All right, everyone, that's all I've got for you. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this video. If you are into coin collecting, please do check out some of the other videos on this channel. Thank you very much, everyone, and best of luck coin collecting out there. Enjoy.